All right. Coming up next, we have Stephanie. She waited all the way until senior year to try doing stand-up for the first time. But she's here now. Give it up.
Everybody. My name is Stephanie. My friends call me Nawas, but you guys can call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. A little about myself. I'm a senior. I'm a computer science major. And if you spent more than 2 seconds around me, you would know that I absolutely hate computer science majors. Have any of you guys met a computer science major before? I'm going to rephrase that. Have you or a loved one been personally affected by a CS major? There's a little bit of a problem in the CS major. I don't know if you guys have noticed. A little bit diversity problem, right? It's almost as bad as a diversity problem in stand-up comedy, right? Spending a lot of time around white males. But yeah, so that's not the only problem that's in the CS major. There's a little bit of an issue. There's a little bit of an issue where some of the CS majors, or most of the CS majors, they don't shower. It's a little bit difficult for me when that happens every day. So yeah, they don't shower. But you know, and we're all thinking like, why is it that CS majors don't shower? And don't worry, guys, I've thought about this a lot. The reason they don't shower is that Santa Clara doesn't have a hygiene requirement to get into the CS major. It's just the GPA requirement. So no one checks if they're wearing deodorant. So it builds up. It's a recurring issue. Basically, with the CS major, I have a lot of enemies that I make, you know, in there just based on hygiene mostly, but other issues as well. I'll tell you guys about the story of one of my enemies named Same Shirt. That's his name. Because I like to name my enemies because I don't know their real name, and I just, you know, see them around, you're like, fucking Same Shirt, you know? So this is the story of Same Shirt. I think you guys know where this story's going. He wore the same shirt every single day. And it wasn't like a white t-shirt where like maybe he's got multiple of those. Like, it was like a specific t-shirt. It's got like Yoda from the space movie on it, you know? And he wore that like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. And then week 6, he wore a different shirt. And I was like, oh my God, I have to fucking change his name to Two Shirt. Anyway, so that's Same Shirt. I got a lot of enemies though. So I walk in, you know, being a CS major, I got a lot of enemies coming into class. And your squad's all there, you know, I got Same Shirt, Pasty Legs, Saliva Guy, Warm Pockets. Don't want to be shaking his hand. But it makes it pretty hard for me. But you know, hygiene is not the only issue that we have in the CS major. It's a little bit of an issue of, you know, mansplaining. You guys know what mansplaining is? Do you know what mansplaining is?
Let me explain.
Yeah, there you go. He knows. So I'm going to tell you guys a little story of Mansplaining Man. Mansplaining Man would sit next to me in class every day, not because I wanted him to. And, you know, as his name suggests, he would mansplain me every single day. And, you know, like, as a woman in computer science, like, I'm just trying to get my fucking degree. So I'm just like, shit, like, I'll just let it happen. Like, what am I going to do? I don't have time to dismantle the patriarchy right now. So I'm just like, you know, he just says this shit to me, and I'm like, all right. So one day he was like, the teacher's giving an example about, like, animals. And he turns to me, he's like, do you know what she's talking about right now? And I was like, please don't talk to me, I hate you. And he was like, let me explain. And I was like, all right, cool, thanks. He goes, you see, a hippo is not a dog, but a dog is still an animal. These are things people say to me. And, you know what really, and the thing is, what do you say to that? Like, how do you come back from that? Like, I'm in the shower later thinking of witty comebacks, and I didn't come up with anything. Like, I don't know what to say. That's just, you just rock bottom with that one. But he said this out loud, and I'm like, people can hear you. So I'm looking around like, y'all hearing him? Like, say this to me? But Pacey like is telling some girl water's wet, so no one is telling this. No one heard. So that's my issue. So in case you guys haven't noticed, I don't like CS majors. If you're a CS major, that's a red flag. Putting it out, just a little bit of red flag. Some of them are okay, but you got to stay on your toes. So my roommate actually came to me recently, and she was like, "Hey, Steph, I met this guy. He's hot. He's so funny. He's humble, and he codes." I was like, "Oh, you're telling me that he's hot and he codes?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "You're telling me he showers and he codes?" And she's like, "Yeah, I got a picture. He's got a six-pack." And I'm like, "It's not the part that I don't believe." "Did you see him code with your eyes? Are you sure?" She's like, "Not really." I was like, "All right." So I had to give him a name because he's my enemy now. So I named him Ripley's Believe It or Not. Believe it when I see it. So she goes to meet up with Ripley's Believe It or Not for the weekend. Comes home on Sunday night, and she's like, "Steph, it was so bad. He was rude and blah, 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 blah." And just going on. I'm just standing there like, and now we know he codes. Anyway, that's my set.